welcome back to the channel. It has been a long week for me, so I'm looking forward to doing this part. Fanhome Build Enterprise D, issue pack 42. So this is the last assembly stage that's in the build book 11. And then if you stick around to the end, I'll show you some of the behind the scenes. We'll talk about some of that. Here we go. Let's get her done. Parts out. Alright, inventoried the parts. They look like they're all here. We're going to start out installing some clear and dark windows in our panel here. Alright, first step, install some windows in panel U305. This one is plastic, it's an edge one. Looks like the edge ones are plastic. The interior saucer panels for the most part seem to be metal. I don't know the rhyme or reason on that. Ugh. Ah! Okay, all my windows are in. That was a little tedious. So I popped them out at one point. The plastic ones panels have some flex in them, so you gotta be careful when you're pressing them in. Get your cable, split it out like this. We're gonna get our reflector, light reflector. We need to slot in our two cable ends with the LED light bulb. Let's see, looks like it's gonna go, I'm gonna do it as how the instructions say. We're gonna take the yellow one on the left side and it's gonna slot in like that, and then the right side it's gonna be the red and blue. It's gonna slot in under here. There's that little tab under there, little notch that sticks out, goes in between the two cable ends. Now if those will stay in place, and that one popped out on me. Okay, I cannot keep this bulb slotted in. It's just not tight enough, so I'm got to try to hold it. And I may have to place it in at the last moment. Just try not to disturb these windows that I have put in a couple of times now. Set this over. Come on. Come on. There. Okay, got it. Alright, I'm going to hold some down pressure on this. 3 BP screws, and the P stands for plastic, so we don't want to over tighten. Just snug them down. Get these two in. That's going to help me hold these cables down so I can let up. Get that third one at the bottom. This panel was fighting me the whole way. I mean, nothing major, but make sure all the windows are still in place, and they are. Cables are, oh, that one's not snugged in. that's just the way that one's going to be until the panel is put in place. Okay, there's no amount of snugging is going to keep that one in. When it gets put into the saucer section, the frame piece, when it attaches to here, is going to sandwich that down. I've had this on a couple of others similar to that, so no worries if that pops out at this point. We'll put it back in. Okay, I do want to go ahead and give this panel a light test before I get too much further. Get this hooked up. Hold on. There we go. And yep, bulbs do work. Okay, we're going to take our panel here, feed the cable connector end, the pigtail, down through this first part of the skeletal structure, and get this slotted up into place. Then we're going to flip it over. I may have to bend these cable leads down. Actually, it does say to bend the cable ends down 90 so they'll fit through the framework. It looks like this lip is going to sit under that side and on top of the panel to the right. So I'm going to feed it under there. Okay, I got the towel. I'm going to flip this over. And we're going to be installing a couple of CP screws. We'll make sure the bulbs are still in place. Yep. Still in place. Good. Alright. Let's see if you can see me in the camera. I think so. CP and CP. Just going to support it from underneath. Whoop. Whoop. Come on. Alright, now we're going to attach some little things to cover up some of these screw holes on the Cobra neck, the Battle Bridge neck, whatever the heck it's called. Okay, they're calling this the transporter emitter. This one is 42G. Gonna take the little paper backing off of it, and it's got a little adhesive sticker back on it. There we go. Now it's going to go right in here. Let's see. Make sure I get this angle right. Looks like going this way. There we go. Easy peasy. Got another one here, up here at the front. This big triangular one. 42F. Left ventral neck panel. Okay. That's a nice way to hide these little screw holes. Carefully peel back just the backer. Leave the adhesive portion on. Okay, let's see here. Come on. Come on. Mine don't quite fit in there. I guess it does. I just need to mash it down on this end right here. Mash it in there. Okay. I guess worst case scenario, if that adhesive doesn't adhere, put a little dollop of glue behind it if it's coming up later. We'll see. Get that mashed down good enough. How it holds. Yeah, this adhesive stuff. It says 3M, but I don't know. Didn't seem very like it was a very good layer on this one. We'll see how that holds up. Okay, now let's see. Got another one here and here. Go and knock those out. Then we have two little bitties. This one here. Oh, this one's just a pin. Got two pins you're going to press in. And let's see, it goes like this. Kind of like the little pin ones that push in like that over the stickers. That was a nice solid little fit. Same for this narrow one here. Pinholes aligned. Trying to scratch up my battle bridge on the other side. Oh, there we go. Get in there. Get in your hole. Get in your hole. There we go. Oh, it wasn't even in camera frame. There we go, though. Nice. Okay, here and here we got, and there's 4 of them. Looks like 2 are the same, 2 pairs. I guess I need to keep probably 2 of these pairs, or one pair, I guess, for the other side. I bet you. I'm gonna keep those. But what we have here, there's 2 different sizes. There's a thicker one, a little thicker one's going to go up here. I'm going to kind of set it there, and it's kind of, you can see it's kind of angled. I'm going to put that angle up in there. Like that. There we go. Nice. That worked out pretty well. Try to do the same for the bottom. Make sure I get this really thin one here. Try to get it in place. I don't think it has much of an angle to it. It does have a slight angle though. So I'm going to do the same thing. Angle going towards the slope. The thicker part is going to be towards the left side here. What it looks like to me. That worked out. Nice. Okay. And that's popped up again. I'll probably have to get a little glue under that. But there we go. We are done for now. Alright, as promised, let's take a look at kind of what you get in these books, in the behind the scenes stuff at the end of the assembly instructions. I won't go word for word in it, but you do get like a little behind the scenes of some of the episodes. So here they're talking about the Emissary. This was season 2, I think episode 20. That's where Worf gets to pretend like he's the captain of the Enterprise, because there's a Klingon sleeper ship from the old days out there, and they think they're going to be at war with the Federation. So he has to defuse that situation. Peak performance, this one is, oh yeah, that's right. So this one is where Riker, they're doing a war game, so he gets to captain the, what ship was this? Hathaway, USS Hathaway. So it looked like the Stargazer. It was a Constellation class. They're doing some war games. Of course, the Ferengi show up trying to claim it. They do refine the Ferengi in this episode compared to like the first season, so they get a little bit of refinement, which is nice. And they're doing some cost cutting here. So this is kind of interesting here. Shades of Grey. So this one, let's see, July 17, 1989. Season 2, episode 22. this is kind of relevant to today because of what's going on right now, but the 1988 Writers Guild of America strike. So that cut The Next Generation Season 2 short, down to 22 episodes instead of the 26. So they were hurting, so they came up with this episode to film real quick. And basically, there's some type of parasite in Riker, so they set him up, and Dr. Pulaski kind of induces some traumatic memories to help keep him going, help him fight that alien, I guess. But so basically, they had to reuse a bunch of old clips because they couldn't do a lot of filming because of that writer's strike. Weird. Writer strikes. Who can figure them out? The perfect fit. Season 3. So season 3. There's our cast. But this season they started changing the uniforms. So uniform progression. The book talks about that. Basically, they went from these from the jumpsuits, the one-piece jumpsuits that were in season 1 and 2, and they got something more comfortable, like the two-piece suits. They changed up the female uniforms some with different materials. I think Wesley still got hosed and was in a one-piece jumpsuit at that time. But things got more comfortable as far as what they were wearing. And then, oh yeah, Evolution. So the micro machines, I don't even remember that one. I think where those machines like evolve and they become sentient. Oh, that's right. So these little robots develop AI, and it's like, are they a real life form? I think they were mining robots or something. I don't quite remember that episode too much. But, oh, here it is. Yeah, season 3 did also see the redesign of the Phaser 2. So they cleaned that up a little bit from the Dustbuster version seen in the season 1 and 2. So I need to find a side-by-side picture of that. So there's a type of, I didn't read that verbatim, but type of kind of behind-the-scenes stuff you get in these books. Some of the episodes, some gee whiz, some kind of cool information, things like that. Book 11 in the history books of this build of mine. So thank you to Fanhome for restarting this from Eagle Moss. I'll be looking forward to that next shipment. I'll be on build book 12, and it'll have 4 more issue packs or stage assemblies, whatever the heck they're calling them in here. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me. Much appreciated. We'll see how this thing shapes up. I think I'm about a third of the way through. Wow, we got a little ways to go. Boom. Last book in this binder, it looks like. So I'll be needing a new binder. Pretty cool.